Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us in sunny and very warm Orlando, Florida. I'm Tim Godby with Bolin Technology, and we are live on YouTube this morning at InfoComm 2023. Welcome to the stream. We're really glad you're here. As promised, we're going to do a full booth tour so I can talk to you about all of the things that we are exhibiting today. I'm also going to tell you about some of the new partnerships we have with several of the companies here at InfoComm we're really excited about. And of course, we're going to be giving away at least one, maybe more, we'll see, but at least one $1,000 retail value PTZ camera. Now, all you need to do to qualify for the drawing for that camera is to fill in this little form that we've made. We're going to drop the link to that form into the chat, so be looking for that in a few seconds. Just please give us your first, last name, and email address. We need that so that we know that you are qualified for the drawing for the camera, and so we'll know how to reach you, okay? So we'll talk about that several times during the stream because we want everybody eligible to have a chance to win that camera. So again, I'm Tim with Bolin Technology. We're coming to you live from Orlando, Florida in the United States at InfoComm 2023. So I'm going to move about here in just a bit, and we're going to start with our cameras in the booth. The first ones we are super excited about, and they are these two. These are from our new red line. This first one is the EX Ultra. It's an outdoor rated PTZ camera. There are 3 different image modules available. Please go to bolintechnology.com. That's our website. You can learn so much more about everything we're going to talk about today, but we are very excited about this camera. It features 3 image blocks, as I said, 3 image options. 2 of them are Sony blocks. One of them is our most requested 4K 60 Bolin image block. So that's available in the EX Ultra and in the R9 that is right beside it. Both of these cameras are really gaining a whole lot of attention, and you tuned into the stream today probably because you would love to have been here at InfoComm and just couldn't make it all the way out here to Orlando. So we did want to give you a closer look at these things. So here is the R9. It has all of the same imaging options as the EX Ultra, also all of the same outputs. There are a ton of those. Again, you can look at bolintechnology.com on our website and see what all of those are, but they include up to 12G SDI, HDMI 2.0, an SFP slot for optical fiber, and an IP stream, not just one, but several. And let me mention that all of those streams are available with independent frame rates and resolutions. You can learn all about that on our website. Before we leave these cameras, I want to point this out. The EX Ultra and the R9 feature professional balanced audio, 2 channels in, 2 channels out. The beautiful high-rosy connector cable. So much more to learn about these cameras, but just wanted to be sure you had a chance to look at them. We're going to move on down now. This is one of our Dante AV Ultra D20H transceivers. Now, Bolin Technology was an early manufacturing adopter for Dante AV. It was then Dante AV Ultra now, and we still have the most comprehensive line of Dante AV Ultra products. We have the world's first and still only Dante AV native cameras. That's what we have here. Our Dante AV Ultra D412. This is a 4K Dante AV native camera. We have the world's only Dante AV Ultra transceivers as well, 2 models of those. Dante AV H for HDMI, D20H for HDMI, D20S for SDI. We decode SDI on the other end of those. This is one of our newest cameras in the Dante AV world, Dante AV H. H stands for H.264. As a matter of fact, when we get to the back portion of the booth, I'm going to point out which of those screens is displaying the image from this camera. So, quick review. We've talked about the EX Ultra and the new R9, our brand new flagship cameras, flagship outdoor camera, flagship indoor camera. We've talked about Dante AV Ultra with our transceiver here, the D20H, and our native Dante AV Ultra 4K D412 camera, Dante AV-H D220H. Now, we're going to quickly go over our newest line of cameras we call the Blue Line. This is brand new for Bolin. The Blue Line cameras have all of the same Bolin DNA that's found in our high-end broadcast quality PTZ cameras, but the Blue Line is something new and special for us. We wanted to find a way to give you and all of our customers the opportunity to have Bolin quality, Bolin PTZ motors, which are legendary for being smooth and quiet. That's important. But we wanted to make a set of cameras that was more accessible to a wider audience. So what we did was take the essential, we call them gold standard features of our broadcast PTZ cameras, and then remove some of the things we realize most customers actually don't need. Things like Genlock, things like 12G SDI, those kinds of features. But we kept in all of the build quality, all of the beautiful imaging quality of our Bolin cameras, and all of these feature they feature USB out. Some of the models even have 3G SDI. All of them have IP streams, and all of those are available simultaneously. So we've got a little guy here. There's two models of it, B2 210 and B2 220. Those last two digits are the zoom. This one is our B6. It is the only Blue Line camera available in 4K. So we have a 4K version, the B6 420, and the B6 220, which is full HD with a 20x zoom. This is our B7. It's built on the really popular VCC7 and BC7 from our previous camera lines. Has a lot of those same features. Beautiful PTZ camera. And this last one is really special. It's the B9. The B9 in our Blue Line camera is kind of the top end. He has a full 1-inch Sony block inside. So many exciting and quality features to talk about. But here's the thing. All of our Blue Line cameras have an amazing price. It's truly stunning. We wanted to make these cameras as accessible as we possibly could, so we priced them aggressively. That's all on our website, bolintechnology.com. I invite you, maybe not right now, but as soon as the stream is over, go check out all of the Blue Line cameras. And finally, we have just one of our KBD 1010 keyboard controllers, PTZ controllers. This is one of the most popular and most full-featured PTZ controllers in the world. We're very proud of it. Okay, let's take a quick look at this back wall. Let me point out, we are powered by Netgear. Yes, we are. It's not just a sign. Every single switch we have at our booth is a Netgear M4250 in our case. We love our friends at Netgear. This is something new for us. I talked about some partnerships that we have. This is one of them. Aurora Multimedia is also, of course, here at InfoComm 2023. They have an exciting control language called Reax, and they make beautiful touchscreen panels for control of all of your Pro AV gear. And what we've done is partner with Aurora Multimedia to fully qualify all of Bolin Technologies cameras in their React system. I love this partnership. I love what it means because it's all about interoperability. Not another new standard, but the interoperability between people who technically compete, I guess, but they're good friends of ours, and we are really proud of this partnership. Now right here on this screen, I forgot to mention, by the way, I told you who I was, but behind the camera is one of my newest colleagues, Sapan. Sapan, what is this? This is the B9? What are we showing? B9. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the B9. That is a 1-inch 4K Sony block. Again, it's a stunning camera. You really need to go to bolintechnology.com and check out the price. You will not believe the price, how we've aggressively priced the Blue Line. It's fantastic. But that's what you're seeing here. What you're seeing here, I could do an entire stream on. We're going to make a video, a deep dive on something brand new we're calling fast HEVC. Now HEVC you already know. That is the open standard that you're familiar with. It's been around for a very, very long time. It's not proprietary to Bolin. What did we do to make it fast? Well, again, that's a whole video, but very quickly I will tell you, we leveraged the power of the AMD Zinc UltraScale Plus MP-SoC. That's a mouthful, but it's a very, very powerful programmable chip from AMD. That is how we went from HEVC to fast HEVC. That is a 4K P60, 422, and even 444 video signal at 2 frames of latency and only 50 megabits a second. We are really excited about this technology. It's part of the EX Ultra and the R9 that you met earlier. We have both ends of that video signal flow. So the cameras have the encode for fast HEVC. We have a hardware decoder for fast HEVC. We'll tell you a whole lot more about that. You can find out more at our website as well, bolintechnology.com. This is a good time for me to remind you that in order to qualify for our PTZ camera giveaway, please follow the link in the chat, fill in that form. All we need is your first and last name and email address. That's just so we know that you were with us today, and so we have a way to get in touch with you if you win that camera. We're really excited about that particular giveaway. Right here are 2 more of our Dante AV Ultra transceivers. These are both D20Hs. They are decoding signals from all around the booth. And right here, as promised earlier, that is Dante AV-H. So we have 2 Dante AV-H cameras. We're running them through our switches here in the booth and then decoding it in software using Dante Studio. That's Audinate's software for decoding Dante AV-H and Dante AV Ultra. Here is Dante Controller, just so that we can show you how the subscription is made. And then there is the Dante AV-H signal. It looks great. It's a really beautiful option for those entering into the Dante AV world. Remember, Bolin has a comprehensive line in that entire signal flow. We make Dante AV Ultra and Dante AV-H native cameras, and we have transceivers to decode it on the other end. It's the most comprehensive line of Dante AV Ultra products available anywhere. This we're also very excited about. This signal is coming from our EX Ultra outdoor PTZ camera. I should make a whole, well, we have actually made a video about the EX Ultra. We're going to make some more, but I encourage you to go to bolintechnology.com and learn more about that. But this signal, as you'll see, we have it running at 4K 60 422 10-bit right now. It is being encoded fast HEVC by the camera itself, and then decoded by one of our fast HEVC edge decoders. So that, I believe, oh, well, I can't forget Bob. Let's see, so I'm not sure how you're going to do that. Bolin Bob has really become part of our Bolin family. He's in a lot of our videos, and we actually put him on the packing list for InfoComm 2022 today. But Bob didn't want to come alone. He brought some friends. So he has one hanging around, which reminds me why we have him up there, because we are demonstrating the image stabilization capability of one of the imaging options for the EX Ultra and the R9. And what you're looking at here is the EX Ultra 230H. This is a full HD camera, beautiful, beautiful image. But what I want you to see now is the stabilization capability. It's called Super Image Stabilization Plus. Down here on this monitor is the R9 being shaken to death on this vibration table, but so is the EX Ultra right next to it. And you'll see we have Super Image Stabilization on for that camera. Look at that. So no image stabilization on the bottom monitor, and image stabilization on the top one. Stunning, stunning thing available in the EX Ultra and R9 in one of those image modules. So that, my friends, is the booth tour. I want to talk to you a little bit about those partnerships that I mentioned before. Remember though, before I do that, if you want a chance to win that PTZ camera giveaway, it's at least one, maybe more, it depends. We need you to follow the link to the form. We'll drop it in the chat. It's probably already there, has been for a while. Just follow that link, fill in the form for us. All we need is your first and your last name and email address. That's so we know who you are and how to contact you, and that way you're eligible to win that camera. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this stream. It's exciting for us to be here at the show. We wish you could be here. If you are watching the stream but also planning to attend InfoComm 2023, we are at booth 3220, that's 3220. So if you're watching the stream today, but you're also going to be able to attend the show, please come by and see us. We would love to spend time with you to let you see all these beautiful cameras in person. This is a hands-on booth. It's a hands-on demonstration. You can go through each and every one of the cameras. We've got them all on an ATEM Mini. So you can switch to them, you can control them. So please come by and see us if you're going to be at the show. So again, thank you for being part of this stream. Do remember the giveaway. All you need to do is follow that link in the chat. Oh, and by the way, if you have questions, I should have mentioned this earlier. If you have questions, please enter them in. We're monitoring that chat. They'll get that question to me. We'll answer them live. You are more than welcome to do it. We would love to be able to, for you to have that opportunity. If you can't be here live to ask us in person, please ask us in the chat. We'll be glad to talk to you. So let me quickly go through some of the partnerships. Some of these are new, they're brand new. We're really excited about it. We talked about Aurora Multimedia earlier. In case you missed that, that partnership means that all of Bolin Technologies PTZ cameras are fully qualified for Aurora Multimedia's REACTS control language, which also, of course, ties into their really, really beautiful touch panels. So they have fully qualified all of Bolin Technologies PTZ cameras to work within that system. If you are going to be here today, they have a demo room. It's in another building. I think it's literally a mile away from here. It's a bit of a walk, but it's a good walk. They have a demo room where they have one of our BC9 cameras, and they can show you how that integration works, how the REACT system works, and their touch panels. So that's one of our partnerships. The second one I want to tell you, oh, hold on, we got a question.
How will the new features tie into the keyboard? For example, the wiper will be accessible from the keyboard.
Yeah, that's a great question. So the question was, how do the new features, particularly they're asking about the EX Ultra, which has a built-in wiper. Is it tied into the current keyboard? The answer is yes, yes it is. You can program that as one of the function buttons if you wish. In fact, that's how we demo it. So you can absolutely integrate the wiper function into our KBD 1010 PTZ controller and then just operate it with a one button push. Fantastic question, thank you for that. So yes, I was talking about our partnership with Aurora Multimedia. We've already also mentioned Netgear, but we love Netgear. They are really, really taking the lead in switches designed specifically for the Pro AV world. We don't get paid to tell you about Netgear switches, that's not how this works, but I'm telling you about them because it's what we use. Every switch we have in our booth, and there are plenty, every one of those is from Netgear. In our particular case, we use the M4250 PoE++. That's what we recommend for Dante AV Ultra equipment, especially the cameras. The cameras need that little bit of extra wattage in order to do the pan, tilt, and the zoom. So we have partnerships with Aurora Multimedia, with Netgear. Another one I want to tell you is a relatively new one, and that is with our friends over at Symmetrix. Our good engineer friend Quinn at Symmetrix has written intelligent modules for many, many, many things, but that includes Bolin Technologies PTZ cameras. In fact, Symmetrix is a bit ahead of the curve. What they've done is integrate our brand new camera line. So the blue line cameras, which are shipping soon, by the way, the blue line cameras are already available for Symmetrix's intelligent module systems. They're already qualified, already programmed, so we appreciate our friends at Symmetrix, especially Quinn and his team. Thank you for working on that. So we have, we've talked about Aurora Multimedia and their REACT system. We've talked about Netgear, of course. We've talked about Symmetrix. I want to mention Audinate as well. They are strong partners of ours, of course. Bolin Technology was an early adopter of Dante AV. It's now Dante AV Ultra. Of course, we're here with Dante AV H. But our partnership with Audinate is a really, really strong one. It goes well beyond the fact that we incorporate their technology into our products. They give us engineering support, they give us some marketing support. They're just really, really great people. We really appreciate our friends at Audinate. So Bolin Technology is always interested in partnering with companies in our space where we can both elevate the interoperability between our products and their products. That's what we're all about. We want to create ecosystems that talk to each other and are able to take full advantage of each other's capabilities. We've got another question.
Yeah, what can you tell them about the latency in AVH?
What can I tell you about the latency AVH? I could tell you a lot about it. It's more, especially compared to Dante AV Ultra. I appreciate the question, by the way. Dante AV Ultra is hardware, so that's always going to be your best signal flow. So the latency in Dante AV Ultra is super, super low. It's about 16 milliseconds between each device, 16 milliseconds. If you have a camera, one of our native cameras, then there's more glass to glass. We have all those numbers published on our website. Comparatively then, Dante AV-H is a software solution. So software is doing an excellent job, but it's always going to be slower. We don't yet have a scientific measurement, but our rough guess based on the things that we have done with millisecond clocks and that sort of thing is that it's approaching 100 milliseconds, maybe a little bit more. The thing about Dante AV-H and what we tell people is Dante AV-H, if you're not putting an image on a big screen in the room, then Dante AV-H is an excellent solution. The latency is present, of course, but if you're in a remote viewing area, it won't matter nearly as much because you aren't in the room, right? So Dante AV-H can contain up to 2 channels from the camera of audio, and then I don't want to misspeak here, but I think 8 channels is what we advertise from the Dante side. So Dante AV-H participates in a Dante flow system, just like Dante AV Ultra does. It's just the timing is a little different. So that's a very long answer to the question, but Dante AV Ultra is extremely low latency. Dante AV-H is a little more because it is being decoded usually in software. There are hardware options which get it down a little bit, but that's, I think, a fair answer for a live stream. Any more questions? Please feel free to ask those. We'd love, love, love to be able to answer your questions live. I was in the middle of talking about our partnership with Audinate, which of course is very, very strong. I want to mention, I have earlier, but you might have missed it, that our newest technology in fast HEVC is using the AMD Zinc UltraScale Plus MPSoC. So we love this chip. We love its power, its flexibility, its programmability. So AMD is becoming increasingly important to Bolin Technology. So partnerships we have, strategic partnerships are everywhere, but the newer ones are with Aurora Multimedia, of course, long-standing with Netgear, long-standing with Audinate. We're really excited about working with AMD to fully roll out the power of their chips and more of our products as we continue to develop fast HEVC and make it an even larger part of our cameras and our decoders and other products of that nature. Okay, we have just a few more minutes, so let me mention once again, in order to qualify for that PTZ camera giveaway, all we need you to do is fill in that form. It's a small form, short guy. We just need your first and last name and your email address so we'll know how to contact you, and so you'll be qualified to win that. Do we have another question? Okay.
We do. Do you have a time frame for when the new mounts for the EX Ultra line will be available?
Oh, I don't actually know that. I'm sure someone in our company does. If we know who you are, I can answer that question directly once I find out. The new mounting system, I'm glad you mentioned that because it gives me the opportunity to say there is a brand new set of mounts for the EX Ultra, and they are IP67 rated, just like the camera is. My understanding is they're all going to ship at the same time. So that time frame is what you're asking about. I don't want to make it up. I don't want to give you a wrong answer, but if you will whoever asks that question, I can't actually see it, but if you'll just let us know how to contact you, we'll give you that information. A more accurate one than I could just make up standing here. Sorry about that, but I'll find out. I'll find out and let you know. Any more questions, you are welcome to ask. We have just a few more minutes left in our stream. I think there was one other partner I was going to talk about, but it's eluding me right now. Again, we have on display our brand new red line cameras. Hopefully you can still see them. It's kind of a wide shot, but we've got our EX Ultra flagship outdoor camera. We are very excited about this camera, and so is everyone who has seen it. We're very, very excited about this camera. Our new R9, that's our new flagship indoor camera. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this guy. Why would I be excited about a cover? Well, for one thing, this is the cover for the back of the EX Ultra. It is also IP67 rated. It really is a wonderful piece of engineering. You can learn more about it at bolintechnology.com, but I wanted to mention it. There are two of them. This one was designed primarily for when you intend to use the EX Ultra on a set of sticks. You don't have to use it for that. I suppose you could put this when you're mounting it up 20 meters high on a pole, but that's really what we intended this one to be for. And this one to make use of when you were in mobile mode. You can do whatever you want, but we went to this level of detail for the EX Ultra, available in gray and white. So each of these covers is available in both colors. Rounding out the table was our Dante AV Ultra. Hey, sorry about that. Anybody who's involved in Pro AV means you understand things happen. I'll tell you what just happened. The battery in our main camera died. I'm not sure why we didn't look at the charge level. We looked at everything else. But anyway, thanks for hanging around. Yes. By the end of September. Thank you so much. Hey, I have an answer for you. As far as the mounting system for the EX Ultra, that's going to be available in September, mid to end of September. All right, we've got about a minute, maybe a minute and a half or so. A time for one or two more questions if you have them. Also time for you to fill in that little form for us to make yourself eligible for the PTZ camera giveaway. We're happy to give that to you. Worked out really well for us the first time we did this. Can I mention this? Okay, I've got one more question.
Can Dante AV Ultra and AV8 camera images be displayed simultaneously on separate monitors?
Okay, the question is, can Dante AV Ultra and Dante AV-H images be displayed simultaneously from separate cameras on separate monitors? And that answer is 100% yes. Dante AV Ultra, Dante AV-H both live in Dante Controller. You can route them that way. Ultra to Ultra, H to H. That's the important thing to keep in mind. They can be on the same network, no problem. They can carry the same audio signals? Yes, absolutely. You just subscribe Ultra to Ultra and H to H. That's the only distinction I think that's important for you to remember. Okay, we're about finished. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time we have an opportunity to go live. Thanks so much. Have a great day or evening wherever you are.